Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Astros. Here's Jason Hayward now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Jason Hayward.
Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that.
Right,
you're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Off and running is Hayward. Driven nicely into the gap. And this one bounds around against the wall. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Wow, we're only 2 batters in, and they're already on the board. Leadoff man has a solid at bat, roping a single. Then the man in the 2-hole delivers an RBI that gets a run across. Always nice to get a lead this early.
Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He's assuming the role of DH in this. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. You can see right there, he's hitting over 350 on the season. He's one of the great hitters in the game today. I just love watching him hit because there aren't many holes in his swing. Not many pitchers have figured out how to get him out this season.
To his left, Correa. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Springer is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Astros.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
The right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. There's Descalso on to first, and it's a quick 2 as Reddick bounces into a double play. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great into the box, Albert Almora, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
One of the keys to being a great outfielder, not being afraid to sacrifice your body. Terrific diving catch there that he made look a lot easier than it actually is.
At the plate, Daniel Descalso. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. One strike now from Cole. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. First delivery to him on the way. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Here it comes, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Almora is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 6.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail things here 2. Here's Addison Russell, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Russell.
On the ground to third. Bregman has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jason.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
The right fielder, number 18.
Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Reddick is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Cubs are. Here's George Springer. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Batting 9, the catcher, Max.
Stepping up to the plate, Max Stassi. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Snap throw from the catcher, but he's back in safely. Gurriel leads off first with 1 away. And it's fouled away.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Fouled away. The 0-2 home. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. No balls and a strike to count. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
High in the air out to center field. On the run is Almora. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros leave one. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Kyle Schwarber.
Here's the first pitch to him. Shot toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Contreras is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. On to first, a double play.
The first baseman, number 7.
Striding into the box, Victor Caratini hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Reddick is going to get there, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Reddick.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 2.
First offering on its way.
Bregman.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Descalso is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now at the plate, David Bodie. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Number 13.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Bodie.
Popped him up. Altuve ranging into shallow right, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Springer is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Ready for another chance? Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Shortstop.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third best. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. At the plate, George Springer. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in once again, Jason Hayward. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th.
Hayward.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line hard to center field. Springer patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. This is pulled into right. Reddick is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down go the Cubs. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll start things out of the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
Softly hit to the left side, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
The batter.
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Now at the plate, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Striding in once again, Victor Caratini. And guys, seventh inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
The center fielder.
Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one.
Now pitching for the Astros.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout,
Hector.
and it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Third home run for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Standing in now, David Bodie. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Brantley going back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Throw from Reddick won't be in time. He's in there at third.
Addison Russell.
Digging in, Addison Russell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Into the box, Jason Hayward. Hit hard up the middle, and Hayward has a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Framber Valdez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Standing in, Ben Zobrist. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left field. Brantley is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now
striding forward now is the DH, Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Pulled toward right center field. Reddick giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
The second baseman.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Alex Bregman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Contreras.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The center fielder, number 5.
In now, Albert Almora. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Brantley is under it. 1 out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. David Bodie. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit left.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
He might have thought he was going to fool him with a first pitch bender, but he was wrong. He was sitting on that curve and
please.
Absolutely hammered it way out of here.
Joe Smith
Number
enters
38.
now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. In now, Daniel Descalzo. Bullet back up the middle. Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison.
Ready now, Addison Russell. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
The 0-1 on its way. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Brantley going back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. But the Cubs do get. Coming to the plate now, Aledmus Diaz. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here comes another 0-2. Popped up. Descalso shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way.
Correa.
No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 4.
Here comes the first pitch.
George.
High in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Almora. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Stepping up now, Jason Hayward. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. The next Cub up, Ben Zobrist. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Bregman in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Cubs.
Next will be the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB, sir.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
40, Wilson Contreras.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and foul, though it had the home run distance. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Reddick. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Out into right center, well hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The center fielder, number 5.
Digging in, Albert Almora. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Springer is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Stepping into the box, Yuli Gurriel starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Almora, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Brantley. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Houston. Two out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. 2 is left. Descalso. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. 10-0, the final shutout score in this one.